Alright, well, how's everybody doing? These are absolutely two of my favorite revolvers. I have a lot of favorite revolvers, but as far as these two go, I just really love them. As you can see, they're both Smith and Wesson. They're both stainless steel. This is a model 66. It's a no dash, which means it's one of the earlier ones before they started. As they progressed in making them, they made certain changes. So the original model won't have a dash, and then when they add something or change something, they'll add a dash, 66-1, -2, -3, so on. And this is a 686 no dash. So these are both no dash. They're both the early variants, no internal lock or anything. This one's from about 1972. This one's maybe 85, 86-ish, somewhere in there. So they're both great revolvers. Obviously, they're both stainless as the 6 designation. The 66 is the stainless steel version of the 19, and then the 686 is obviously the stainless steel version of the 586. So anyways, just a few differences. This is a K frame, which is the original frame size that Smith and Wesson came out with, I think back in 1899. Well, not the original, but for the 38 special or 38 Smith and Wesson cartridge, the K frame was introduced in 1899. And then later on, in the 80s, I believe the 586 maybe was one of the first ones introduced in the L frame. But this is a K frame, this is a L frame. The L frame is just slightly larger this way. These are both 357, so the length of the window is basically the same in both of them. It's a nominal length, but it's about 1.8 inches. So you can see basically 1.8 inches, 1.8 inches. Where they differ though is the K frame, it's about 1.4. This is again nominal length, so it's about 1.4, whereas this is about 1.6. So they stretched the frame. They took it and they stretched it this way, and what that did, it added more material underneath the barrel, the forcing cone there. So they added more material, so they didn't have to cut that down. Some of the earlier guns, they had to cut that down, and they had some strength problems. So basically what they did here is, without going to an N frame, which is the bigger frame, they made this K frame to where it's just a little bit bigger, or the L frame, I'm sorry, the L frame, where they made it was just a little bit bigger than the K frame, but not as big as an N frame. So it's kind of a middle, kind of a medium large frame. The Model 66 was basically introduced in like 1970, and it was known as the Combat Magnum. It's a 357 38 special double action revolver built on a stainless steel K frame, 3 screws. It's the stainless steel version of the Model 19. It was produced with 2.5-inch barrels, 4-inch barrel is what you see on this one, and also a 6-inch barrel. These were very popular for law enforcement. This particular version, as being an earlier version, it does have the pinned barrel, and it also has the recessed cylinders, as you can see there. And then if you look right here, you can see where the bottom of the forcing cone, where the barrel comes out there, there's a little bit of material removed right there where it's flat. And that's where they were having a little bit of trouble shooting really hot Magnum loads in these. So that's what led them to develop the L frame, which, as you can see, there's a lot more barrel right there, a lot more metal right there than there was on the other one. Also, these is being produced later in the 80s. They don't have the pinned barrel, they don't have the recessed cylinder. This one is being an earlier Model 66. It actually has stainless steel rear sights, the later models, and it doesn't have any type of insert in the front. So the later models, after about the first 1.5 to 2 years of production, they went to the black sights. the black sights, just like that's on this one, and also the red insert in the front sight. So that was the Model 66. Now we'll move on to the 686, which I said was this is the stainless version of the 586. First introduced around 1980. It's also a 357 38 special. This is known as a distinguished combat Magnum, and the one main difference, besides being a larger L frame, it has the full lug. As you can see, this one has a full lug under barrel, whereas this one does not. It's, stops just right after the ejector rod there. So it has a full lug under barrel. These are also 3 screw guns. They were shipped in either 2.5 inch, 4 inch, 6 inch, which is what this is, or they made an 8 3/8 inch. It's also a 6-shot cylinder. Basically, it's almost the same gun, function-wise, caliber-wise, as this gun. It's just a little bit bigger, a little bit heavier, a little bit beefier model, and it's a little bit better to shoot as far as target shooting or just plain shooting fun. These both shipped with the full target grips on them, and these are both I don't believe these are the original grips on this gun, but these are both have cutouts for speed loaders on them on both of these grips. This is the original grips for this 686 up here. Okay, so like I said, these are 2 of my absolute favorite guns. I just love everything about them, and they're stainless, so they're so easy to take care of. I love shooting them, and hopefully I've done them justice as far as explaining some of the differences between them. The Model 66 and the Model 686. So thanks for watching. All the information that I presented was out of the catalog, Smith and Wesson catalog. So hopefully I didn't get anything wrong or say anything stupid. If I did, please let me know. And if you want me to do a video on each one of these, just let me know in the comments section, and I'll probably do a just a single video on these guns sometime in the future if people are interested in it. So just let me know. Thanks for watching. Hope our brother's doing well, and we'll see you on the next one.